This is so nice that Roman Roy of Succession actually brushed his teeth in here, and he could brush his teeth anywhere.
I'm Sara Gore and welcome to Open House NYC. We have a great show for you this week filled with personality and unique style both here in New York and in LA. And I'm bringing it all to you from this beautiful light-filled home in the Fieldston section of Riverdale. This 1920 English Manor style residence is located on a quiet cul-de-sac and blends traditional and modern elements throughout its over 7,000 square feet. Check out the paneled walls, ceiling moldings, and these picture windows that frame lush views, making you forget you're right here in the city. Imagine entertaining in this generous formal living room or cozying up to the fireplace after a long day. Or take the festivities outside onto your patio where you can bask in the sun or gaze up at the stars. We are starting things off at this duplex penthouse on the Upper West Side. Occupying the entire 49th and 50th floors, it has panoramic views in every direction. And the entertaining spaces are just as impressive. And eagle-eyed fans of Succession may recognize it as Roman Roy's residence in the final season. And like the show itself, this apartment is filled with drama and intrigue and the very best kind of excess. Enjoy.
Hi, I'm Gabrielle, and today we are standing in this magnificent penthouse at 200 Amsterdam on Manhattan's Upper West Side. This penthouse occupies the entire 49th and 50th floors, over 6,300 square feet, including 4 bedrooms and 4 ensuite bathrooms. The first thing you see when you enter the apartment is this sweeping view of Central Park, along with this magnificent New York skyline. So let's go outside and take a look. I always like to start this tour on this fantastic 116-foot terrace directly over Central Park, where you have these amazing unobstructed views, not only of Central Park, but the entire New York City skyline, every iconic building, and you can even see the Hudson River. And as much as I would like to stay out here and catch some sun, there's plenty more to see on the inside. This hallway mimics the terrace, connecting the south view to the north view. And now we will be heading into the living room. These 10-foot floor-to-ceiling windows on 3 exposures to the east, north, and west offer breathtaking views. With cocktail in hand and the city as your backdrop, you can watch the ships go up the Hudson River. And then you can take in the generous proportions of this living room. A blank canvas for your personal design, only limited by your imagination. Let's talk about this extravagant eat-in kitchen. This massive Calcutta island provides ample workspace, storage, and seating for 4. And it has all of the top appliances from Miele to Sub-Zero to Wolf. But what I love most about this kitchen is you can sit here and have coffee watching the sun rise and dinner watching the sun set. If you're feeling more formal, the dining room is right this way. Spacious enough to invite 12 guests for an impressive dinner overlooking the Statue of Liberty and the New York skyline. If you're a messy cook, you can close these glass sliding panels so no one is looking into your kitchen. This beautiful staircase of glass, steel, and wood connect both floors of the penthouse. What makes this floor special is the primary suite, which has its own private wing, perched high above the city with 180-degree unobstructed views from these floor-to-ceiling windows. This is truly luxury city living. This spa-like ensuite bath features radiant heat floors, a marble and lacquer countertop with double sinks, a shower, and then this freestanding tub framed by the windows that overlook the Hudson River, again with magnificent sunset views. It's so nice that Roman Roy of Succession actually brushed his teeth in here, and he could brush his teeth anywhere. Thank you so much for joining me. See you soon.
Coming up just after the break, we are in NoHo for a look at this very personal live-work loft. Welcome back, everyone. We always love meeting a New York original, and artist, art director, and architect Mark Ballett certainly fits the bill. Mark fashioned his NoHo Loft into his dream home. This is where he lives, where he works, and where he hosts, from what I've heard, some legendary parties. Let's join him for a closer look.
I would say good design, although you're not going to see it here, is simplicity. The idea of editing, subtracting, as opposed to making something overwrought, and being authentic. Hi, I'm Mark Ballett. Welcome to my loft, my little triplex here in NoHo, New York City. Come on in and take a look. The first thing you see when you come into my loft is this long hallway, and the hallway I've made into a gallery of photography that's been given to me over the years. This first series of pictures are of Italian actresses and models, everyone from Silvana Mangano to Elsa Martinelli to Sophia Loren. And then you come to a photo that Herb Ritz took of me and my great friend Pee Wee Herman and Carol Channing. Here's a piece of architecture that I did called Not at Home, and it's always a play on words with my architecture. This is another piece of architecture that I did called My Bridgehampton. This is one of the last pictures of my old boss, Andy Warhol. I was the art director of Interview magazine from 76 to 87. I went up to Andy at the factory and I said, could I be the art director of Interview? And he said, okay. And that's how I got my job at Interview. This was the only place I wanted to live in New York, and I knew exactly what I wanted to do with this space as an architect. I designed it so that it would take you from this low place suddenly to this lit, large space with 20-foot high ceilings. Part of the drama of walking in is having these movie curtains and these windows. I didn't find couches that I really liked, so I designed them and had them made. And for me, a good couch always has a wide armrest. In back of me is the dining room table, which I also designed. The great Sputnik light hanging over the dining room table I found with my really great friend Paul Rubens. He found that, and he also got me 3 different lava lamps as gifts. You know, photography was super important, having worked in different magazines for most of my life. A whole range of photographers have given me photographs. I've been so happy to have them and so happy to display them. There are 2 duck bowls here, and I ordered one and it came broken. And I said, look, you have to send me another one. And the other one arrived perfect. What I didn't know is that my housekeeper had slowly pieced all the pieces together again and brought it back to me. So I have 2. We've seen this spot. Let's go into the office and I'll show you where I'm doing my current work. So my architecture is work that I started when I was at Rhode Island School of Design, and it really is about creating these worlds, these places. Sometimes they're commentary on society, they're commentary on other architects' work, or they're just places where, Jesus, I'd love to live. Some of the pieces that are just around is a piece I did way back at school that I still love called Rome with 3 Colosseums. And this was before computers, everybody. So it was me, Uncle Mark, cutting out each Colosseum and pasting it together. That piece over there is a model that I built showing if Frank Gehry, the famous architect, designed suburban housing. So that was my take on just because you can do it doesn't mean you have to do it. And in the other room you can see there's a housing development I built. It's called the Garden Apartments. It's surrounded by a beautiful blue moat, and you can get ranch-style roses or split ranch roses to live in. as one would. So this is the third floor, the top floor of the loft. I sort of went for a Malibu beach house look up here. It's pretty clean, and I just love the blonde wood feel. And the low bed is always important to me. I wanted air to circulate around it and light, and not make it such a focal point. For me, light is so important. It's one of the main reasons I love this place. The light was done by an incredible sculptor named Andrew Logan in London. And it is a cloud. It could be a cloud or it could be a submarine, but I love it very much, and it's going to come with me wherever I go. Beyond the space itself, what drew me to this place was the idea of having two outdoor spaces in Manhattan. This one, which I built a shower, a hot water shower outside, and then the other which overlooks Broadway and is such a fantastic place to be able to relax on the other side. All the planting was done here over a period of 35 years that I've been here. There's butterflies that come, there's bees that are here. It's really a fantastic spot. As an added plus, not everyone gets to have their very own water tower in the middle of Manhattan, and this has been a source of conversation and joy for the whole time I've been here. Thank you guys so much for coming over and hanging out with me at my dream house for over 35 years. I'm going to hang out outside here in nature, and you can show yourself out.
Coming up just after the break, we are in Nolita for a very different kind of loft, but no less unique, coming up in just a few. Welcome back, everyone. And now for a contemporary take on a downtown loft, we join renowned designer Vincent Wolf. He shows a recently completed project in Nolita filled with light and easy flow, and of course, actually, you know what? Just see for yourself.
People always ask me, what's the most fun and special part of being a designer? To me, is creating environments. Because I think if the backgrounds are balanced, then the emotion you feel when you're in the space is a much better one. Hi, my name is Vincent Wolf, and we're in Nolita in a loft that I did for really wonderful clients. I always want spaces to have a progress of discovery. When you enter the space, there's a very long hallway that leads into a setting. First, you come to the dining area. I've created 2 tables on wheels that can separate for large dinner parties. Instead of 8 chairs all matching around it, a mixture of 1940s French furniture, custom designed dining chairs, a great setting at one end. So when you look at it, you're not just looking at a blank table, you're looking at a setting for your eye to rest on. Past that, then you enter the living room. We did a blending of mid-century pieces, custom designed pieces, and a wonderful curved sofa that really works so well because you're not able to see people next to you when you're sitting in a straight sofa. The tables in front of it were custom designed with an industrial inspiration of an I-beam. It's really comfortable, and it's part of creating an environment of welcoming and softness. The library, which is open to the main room, is all lined in bookcases. On the backs of the bookcases, I did slabs of frosted glass. The light flows into that space. The shelves are lit from above. And again, there's a mixture of great elements. There are African masks, a great ox chair sitting on a cowhide, again, that has an irregular shape. Elements that keep talking about who lives here and what are the things that they like and what do they enjoy looking at. The media room, I wanted to be able to isolate yourself in it. When the curtains close, you're just in your own world. I love cocoons, and this room does that. A beautiful rug on the floor that's a mixture of silk and jute. Sofas are in mohair, so it's again very sort of inviting. It's a little world within this apartment. And when you're in it, you're just comforted. I always like primary bedrooms to be sexy. I created a wall that floats away in the middle of the room where I recessed the headboard. And at either side, I did curtains with strip lighting. So it throws a glow. It brings your eye to the bed, and it gives the room, again, a sense of drama. And I did blackout electrical shades, so you can darken the room at a touch of a control. We did a bathtub and a shower enclosed in one space. Above the bathtub, we recessed lights that gives a sense of drama to the space. We lacquered the ceilings in there to bring a sense of reflection of the elements in the space in the ceiling. I'm so glad that I was able to show you through this loft. Design is about detailing and about creating environments that represent who you are and that can make your home a home and not just a space with furniture. Thank you.
Coming up in just a few, we are in the Hollywood Hills with this actor and design enthusiast. Welcome back, everyone. Now we're in the Hollywood Hills at the home of actor Charles Davis, who has starred in Younger, NCIS, and the originals. See how he created a light-filled sanctuary accented with neutral tones and organic materials. It's a place where comfort is key, and like all well-designed homes, captures the personality and the passions of its owner. Take a look.
Hi, I'm Charles Michael Davis. I'm an actor, and welcome to my home. Inside my home, you're gonna see some of my personal art and some of the art that I've collected and some of the designs that my wonderful designer, Lisa Vergier, came up with. My career in acting has been pretty good. I've had a lot of success in television, worked on a few shows as a series regular. But when I'm not on television, I like to dabble in the arts. And so, let me show you around my home. This is the living room. This is where we like to host game nights. And actually, this painting behind me is a TV. So in the living room, you can see the beams, which are black against the white. It's a nice contrast. And so one of the cool things about this room is the different shapes. I have a round coffee table, and it kind of complements the round art piece. And that was actually done by a Japanese artist, and she also did the sea urchin back there. This is also one of my favorite things about the living room is this comfy couch. And I love the color and the tone and the texture. And it's pretty low, so it makes the ceilings even taller. Usually when friends are over for a game night, I put the pizzas over on the dining room table, so let's go check it out. The dining room is a great continuation of the open floor plan. And I love the round table because it adds another shape and element, and also the wood, just to kind of keep it sort of natural. Here's some photos that I actually took. This is a series that I did with dancers wearing animal masks. I like it because it reminds me of a Tennessee Williams quote, "A prayer for the wild at heart kept in cages." So I actually have a website called Park Menagerie where you can find a lot of the photos from this series. I find photography pretty inspiring, and I hope other people are inspired by it too. The music room is important because it's a great place for people to come and express themselves. A reason to put the piano in this room is because of the large windows and the view, and so any musicians that come over working on a tune or just want to entertain, it's important for me to have a space where they can do that. And to balance out the entertainment experience, I have this beautiful chaise couch. And from the chaise lounge, you can also admire the wall of albums. Can't have a music room without some albums. This is the home office, which is more like an art room. This room is a room where I'm allowed to be as colorful and as expressive as I want. And these are some paintings of Jimi Hendrix that I did. I think I was going through an Andy Warhol phase, and I just like the repetition of things. And so, as mentioned before, here's one of the masks from the photo shoot. The masks come on a template and get printed out on cardstock, and it takes about 2 to maybe 3 hours to construct them, put them together. One of my favorite ones is this bear. It's very cool. Voila. The bedroom has some of the same themes and elements that you'll find in the rest of the house. Here, the vaulted ceiling is continued. This accent wall is great because it has some fun textures and it's a beautiful design. And in contrast, we also have round shapes. And the bookshelf also complements the lines on the accent wall. And also one of the great things about living in California is it's always sunny. So this house has a lot of large windows and the bedroom is no exception. I can just wake up and enjoy the day. I think that's it. Finito, as they say, or the end. Hope you enjoyed the tour. Bye.
While I love exploring these homes, I love seeing what you thought of them even more. So drop a comment down below and let us know what you thought of this week's edition of Open House.